Jamie and Sue. Normally, the Lions, Lioness, and Leos of District A-12 would have an opportunity to personally thank both of you for your leadership, dedication, and commitment. But this year is by no means a normal year. Jamie, looking way back to the beginning of your journey of service, you had to contend with a winter storm of epic proportions that delayed you from reaching your district governor-elect training just outside Chicago. Yet you persevered and still took advantage of the development and networking opportunities with your fellow governors and Lion leaders, and arrived in Milan well prepared and ready to lead our district to success. And throughout your year, you had the traditional challenges that all governors face, dealing with conflict, membership pressures, and scheduling difficulties. But you didn't avoid those issues as many leaders do, but you instead dealt with them promptly and worked towards a common solution. You recognized that leadership is collaborative and always reached out for advice and input from others when necessary. And you motivated the Lions to keep moving towards a goal and not to stop. Even when the global pandemic struck, it would have been easy and understandable to just pack it in. But pack it in isn't in your vocabulary. When you were installed as governor in Milan, you were tasked with leading the district until the end of June 2020. And you weren't going to let a simple pandemic keep you from this task. You recognized immediately the risk to our district and to our communities if we failed to continue to operate. You began the process of pivoting the district towards using technology to stay connected. You inspired the Global Action Team to shift the traditional Lions Learning Weekend program into an online webinar series to keep the learning happening. You moved to online voting to ensure that our constitutional requirements were met. And you applied for a Lions Clubs International Foundation grant to keep clubs active and visible in service. You didn't want to see Lions get complacent and have their communities suffer into the future. Recently, you insisted the district hold a virtual memorial service to recognize and remember the service that Lions who have passed on have given to their communities. Our district is going to be stronger into the future because of the leadership you provided over the past 12 months. Back when you were a vice district governor, you asked the Lions to share their stories of service and how it impacted their membership experience. So today we're answering that call, and we've reached out to Lions from around the district to share their story of how you inspired them, motivated them, and led them to service success throughout your year as district governor. Sit back and listen to their stories and appreciation they are sharing, and know that they are speaking on behalf of all the Lions, Lioness, and Leos when they say thanks to you for being a reflection of what we all want to see in others. Thank you, Jamie and Sue, for your exceptional service leadership this year.
Well, good afternoon, District Governor Jamie. On behalf of Lions Clubs International and I guess everybody that's had an opportunity to work with you this past year, I'd like to extend our great thanks for the job well done. I'm sure that when, like me, when we came out of Milan, we certainly didn't anticipate having to deal with the things that we've had to deal with since about February come March, and the challenges of conventions that couldn't happen, and meetings that couldn't happen, and cabinet meetings that were done a different way. And there's been a variety of things happen that have happened rather differently and in an unanticipated fashion. And through it all, you've managed to carry on and do a great job in spite of all the challenges that have been on your plate. So on behalf of everybody in Lions Clubs International, I'd like to thank you again for all that you've done. It's been great working with you, and hopefully we can carry on working in some somewhat different fashion. So thanks very much. Have a great time as you meet it past Mr. Governor, and I look forward to hearing from you again. Take care.
Hi, District Governor Jamie. I know in my heart that these words that I'm of appreciation that I'm going to be sharing with you now really are not enough to truly show how much I and the district members feel about your leadership as our district governor. You took a chance with appointing me as your global membership team coordinator, and I thank you for trusting me with that important position. I want to thank you for the patience, for your trust, your strength, your willingness to accept change, and most of all, your guidance. This Lions year has proven to be a very challenging one, and you rose above and beyond with your leadership. I thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I'm so glad that I had the chance to work with you. Thank you very much.
District Governor Jamie, thank you for your leadership during my first year as being the zone chair for A-12 8 North and a member of cabinet. I have to admit, when I was first approached to fill the vacant position as zone chair for 8 North, I was a bit hesitant. John Squire encouraged me to give you a call. And I did so, and after speaking with you, realizing that I had your full support and that I would be part of a team, I rose to the challenge. Your organization skills were impressive and helped me to make the decision to accept the position. Thank you for your leadership during this unprecedented year as a result of COVID-19 and the challenges that were presented because of it. You inspire us all to be better Lions. Congratulations on a successful year as District Governor of A-12 for the 2019-2020 term. Thank you.
What can I say about you? My first encounter with Jamie was when he was a participant in the President's Chorus at an LLW a few years ago. And oh my, did he ever stand out. Not because he's a big and imposing, friendly, outgoing guy. Questions, questions, and more questions. And thank goodness I had answers that seemed to satisfy him. And then he would ask more. He certainly kept me on my toes, and I know we really both learned a lot from the experience. A couple of years later, I was excited to see he had decided to run for zone chair. Then he went on to be region chair, and I held my breath until he took the plunge and he ran for second vice district governor. I knew then our district was in for a few good years ahead of us. Jamie, your governor's year will be one of a kind given the challenges you've had to face in the past few months. Your leadership has been an inspiration for all of us, and not just in A-12, but beyond. We're also proud to say we served with you this year, and we wish you much success in the future. And most of all, thank you so much for being such a good friend.
District Governor Jamie Jones, thank you for the leadership that you've given us this year. You've given us hope when we've had to have hope. You've given us leadership when we needed true leadership. You've inspired us to be better when we knew we had to. Thank you for everything that you've done. Thank you for the successes that we've had. And thank you for never giving up and for being a great leader.
Hello, Governor Jamie. I just wanted to add my voice as a big congratulations on a job well done in this past year. You have shown outstanding leadership and direction in these trying times, and we all appreciate what you have done. This was my first year as a zone chair, and your patience and understanding and guidance were much appreciated. I wish you nothing but the best of luck as you continue on in Lionism. Thanks again.
District Governor Jamie, I would like to start off by saying thank you. Thank you so much for asking me to be on cabinet this year. It really was an honor to be able to help out in some way. I have a quote that I really like, and I'd like to share that with you. It goes, "Be strong. You never know who you are inspiring." And Jamie, this was so you this year. You were strong for all of us. You helped guide our district through a global pandemic, and we are all so thankful for you for that. You have inspired us. You have just no idea, but you really have helped all of us along during this time. And again, we thank you so much. I really hope that soon we can do this in person. But what I'd like to do right now, we'll have to do it virtually, is I would like to say cheers to you, Jamie. Thank you so much. It's been an awesome year.
I want to thank you for letting me be your effective speaking chair again this year. Everything was going really well until this COVID popped in. I think we would have had some really good winners. I'm a person with very short words. I don't speak long. So I enjoyed you as a friend and a leader of A-12. You are a wonderful leader. It takes a lot to handle what was thrown at you. And I think you did it very, very well. You have a great cabinet that stood behind you and worked with you. You've got a great bunch of people. And as we move forward, I know that you will look back at this time and you will know that you did the greatest job as the district governor for A-12. I want to thank you so very much for being a part of your year as district governor. Thank you very, very much.
Hello, Governor Jamie. I would like to take this time to thank you for asking me to serve as your region chair and working in your cabinet. You did a great job on handling COVID-19 pandemic with helping organize Zoom meetings and developing the trivia night, which was a lot of fun, inspiring all of us to embrace new technologies. You inspire me to continue my Lions learning and leadership. It saddens me that you did not have your own convention, but there's always next time. And look, I even got a haircut for you. God bless, Governor.
Hello, District Governor Jamie. I'd just like to take a minute and thank you for giving me the opportunity to work with you this year and to serve with you. Your confidence guided me to accept new challenges and step outside of my comfort zone. As a fairly new Lion or a newer voice, I would like to say that I feel so very blessed to have so many inspiring Lions to follow within A-12. Thank you for always being available, from the endless emails, getting the website up and running, to always answering my questions and giving me a path to follow. Thank you again for your leadership, and I look forward to working with you in the future.
Lion Jamie, I'd like to thank you for everything you've done this year. It's been a really interesting year with all the things that you've encountered and we've encountered, and you've led us through all this, and you've had all our cabinet meetings, and we're in a new era of communicating with our fellow Lions and the people around us, and you didn't let anything stop you. You continued on, and with your webinars and your virtual meetings and your Zoom meetings, you've held all these and kept us together, working together. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart for all the work you've done. And in addition, I'd like to thank you for letting me work on LCIF. And I congratulate you on getting the LCIF grant and mobilizing everybody in the district to do work at the seniors' homes around our district and helping those, the healthcare workers. It's just amazing. You did an excellent job on that. So again, thanks for everything you've done. I'd like to thank you and your wife for all what you've done. Job well done. Thank you very much.
District Governor Jamie, we know life is not fair and you have been handed a challenging year. Do not dwell on the misevents that did not occur this year. Be proud of your leadership during these difficult times. The power of one person can change the world. You certainly changed our district. A-12 has embraced technology due to COVID-19 in your leadership. Reflect on the accomplishments that occurred under your leadership. A virtual LLW, a virtual charter night, and a virtual memorial service, all first. You brought fun to the world by hosting the Friday night trivia, and hopefully we will continue when things are back to normal. A successful LCI emergency grant that brightened the lives of over 13,000 people and saw many of our A-12 clubs step up to help serve during these times. Your desire to help children at Camp Hughes has opened the eyes of many of us to the opportunities that exist for Lions to help children dealing with cancer. You have brought the new LCI initiative of childhood cancer to A-12. It has been a pleasure and an honor to serve with you. Know that we live in a far better world, even in these unusual times, because of people like you.
Looking back at this year, I am pleased that I was part of Governor Jamie's cabinet. Your strong leadership has had a positive impact on me. Even when COVID-19 hit you still managed to keep contact with us. Thanks again for your leadership.
Thank you, Jamie Jones, for your strong leadership this year as our A-12 District Governor. Your passion for helping others truly inspires those around you. You've taught us that there is always more work to be done, especially in these uncertain times.
We appreciate all you've done for District A-12, from attending our club meetings, supporting our service projects, organizing online webinars, to connecting Lions all around the world through virtual trivia nights. Thank you for an amazing year. We are truly grateful for your friendship and leadership.
District Governor Jamie, thanks a lot this year. It was awesome. You did a very awesome job. You great leadership, very caring and devoted. A lot of knowledge. I thought you have incredible knowledge of being a Lion. I enjoyed being part of the cabinet this year. I enjoyed being a Lion. Just be a Lion. Thank you very much. I had a great thanks.
What a wonderful opportunity to speak to you about your year as our governor. Thank you to Chris for this creative idea. Every governor seems to have their event that causes them to think, what was that? Well, you have been blessed with the largest event that anyone has ever encountered. Your year as governor is always memorable. That's a fact for sure, but your year will be unforgettable. How did you handle it? Like a strong leader who searched out ways to continue to connect to the Lions of A-12, a virtual charter night, our memorial service, the Lions learning webinars. You are forward thinking and you didn't give up. We will celebrate your outstanding year in person when we can. It may take a while to do this, but I promise you it will happen. Thank you, Jamie, for asking me to be on your team. You are focused, diligent, and organized. That made it a pleasure to work with you. The virus has thrown a few punches, but you remain standing. You can hold your head high. You have been a great governor in spite of an unprecedented situation. I've enjoyed getting to know you and Sue better and look forward to many more opportunities to just hang out. For me, you've definitely left your footprint. Congratulations, my friend.
From past experience, I know two of the highlights of a governor's year are the district convention and, to a lesser degree, the multiple district day convention. Although, as you would have been host governor, the MDA Vision 2020 would have been most memorable for you as well. I am disappointed that COVID-19 did not allow for you to cap your year with these events, which would have recognized your commitment and enthusiasm for Lionism to more of the membership. You have a great deal to offer our association, and I trust and hope you will continue to be a presence. Thank you for your service to date. You are truly a reflection of the person you would like to see in others. All the best going forward, my friend.
Hi, Governor Jamie. Lion, Maureen, and I wish to congratulate you for your excellent leadership during the current Lions year. We fully appreciate that the last 4 months were certainly not what you had envisioned when you first took on a role as a district officer some 5 years ago. Last February and March, many district governors across the Lions world threw up their arms in despair. Many simply ceased to operate, but not you. You demonstrated ingenuity, innovation, and strength. You motivated all of us to continue serving our communities. You inspired us by your leadership.
Throughout the year, you allowed your committee chairs to grow in their various positions. You led with a supporting hand, not an iron fist, and many new chairs and officers are so much the better for that. We are so sorry you did not have your convention. It would have been one more memory for you to cherish. But again, with your team alongside you, there was a learning weekend, there was a new club chartered, there was an election of officers, and we did have a memorial service. Compare your record to other districts and be proud.
Moving forward, we know you will be an exemplary mentor to Governor-elect Peter and a role model for all Lions throughout District A-12.
Again, our sincerest thanks. You did a great job, Jamie.
Bye for now.
Hi, District Governor Jamie, past Governor Kathy here. I just want to take this opportunity to congratulate Jamie on a very successful year as District Governor of A-12. Your positivity, enthusiasm, dedication, and hard work have been outstanding, easily visible in everything that has happened this year. Who would have thought at this time last June that we would be facing a global pandemic that would affect communities and our Lions family all over the world? You gracefully met the crisis head on, implementing solutions to our imposed isolation. We have had a virtual club charter night, a virtual cabinet meeting, virtual international induction ceremony, and numerous opportunities to learn. And of course, technology has made it all possible. I'm sorry all 3 conventions you were looking forward to had to be canceled. This had to be a real disappointment to you and Sue. 2020 is going to go into the Lions history books and be always remembered as a unique Lions experience. Now, as your position of District Governor winds down, you will become a past District Governor forever. Your experiences and knowledge learned this year will propel you forward as an outstanding leader in not only A-12, but in multiple District A and Lions Clubs International. Again, congratulations, and as an A-12 Lion, I can't tell you how proud I am of all your Lions accomplishments. Way to go, Jamie.
Exclusive group called the PDGs. And you, my friend, have earned both the title and the respect that goes with it. Every governor has an issue or two during their year. I had a club 26 years ago that was dead, but the 3 Lions left in charge of the club money would not return calls or answering threatening letters. Nancy had a club that had a couple of people that were fighting so much that it had to be resolved because it frankly would have meant the end of the club had that not been resolved. I remember Jim Hilt had to almost call, he threatened to call the OPP to get some financial records. Chris Lewis had the famous chicken dance trophy situation to handle, and it went on and on. But these issues all seem now to be rather insignificant because you, Jamie, had to deal with a global pandemic, the first one in over 100 years. And it frankly threatened to shut us down. And from a personal observation, I am darn glad that you were at the helm this year. After observing district governors over my almost 50 years of being a Lion, and also involved with the training of governors-elect from several districts, there were frankly, only a very few that could have handled this year the way you have done. Being an engineer, of course, helps. Well done, Jamie. I am wishing you 14 hands of applause, along with my sincere thanks for your exceptional leadership this year. Thanks, Jamie.
Oh, Jamie. Governor Jamie. Congratulations on your year. It was quite a roller coaster. It's a lot more, I'd say it's a lot more fun than the merry-go-round. So we're glad we had you in our captain's seat to get through the year. It was very interesting start off of the year. Getting started right off the bat with having to get all our zone meetings arranged and set up for the directory so quickly in the year was a indication of how the rest of the year was going to go with you taking charge. It's a great feeling. My engineering background appreciates that kind of thinking very much. So it was a great start. The trip up to Camp Ooch and your governor's project was very much an eye-opener for me, and I really appreciated the fact you organized that visit to the camp. It was definitely timed well for me. Your award, the Reflections Award, was very touching and very appreciated, I know, by the clubs in my zone. Really appreciated the idea of what your Reflection Award said, and it was very intuitive of you to have that program. It's unfortunate you couldn't totally complete it, but we'll have time in the future, I'm sure, to be able to complete that. You're even, in spite of the abbreviated year, you're accomplished getting a new club in our district. Baxter Ward is a very proud group of Lions and doing great work under your leadership, which is great. Your last really big initiative for our district and all of our clubs was your obtaining the LCI Land Clubs International Foundation grant, emergency grant, to help us help the long-term care homes, over 30 homes in our district. It allowed Lions to provide service, and in my opinion, your leadership helped a lot of clubs keep together, because that feeling you get when you're serving your community is very important. And basically that's what the grant program did. So I know you've had a rough year, but it's been an extremely successful one, and I just want you to know how much I appreciate your support at the zone level and at the club level. You've been actively involved in the whole district, and I really appreciate it. Thank you.